the ancient stacks. You know, she wants
Right.
a position 4 to stack a lot for her, and hopefully the Omni can have a stable enough lane so that the position 4 hero can just constantly stack. Q has to do a lot of that this game.
I think it's a heavy stacking game, that's for sure. I think the lanes actually turned out pretty good, though, for the side of Talon, I have to say. Mars, of course, has the counterplay. He can just kind of spear back a Razor who's trying to get aggressive onto him. We'll see what difference Ollie can make in this kind of a lane.
It's still not fun to play a melee hero against Razor. Regardless.
Certainly not, but I think there are worse ones to play into a Razor, that being said.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Like, you don't want to be like some tight or underlord against Razor.
Right.
You can't do anything. Yep, so Talon are trying to set up here. They have a ward on one of the bottom runes and they're trying to maybe plan to steal. But looking at the heroes, level 1 heroes, maybe I would like Shopify's level 1 potential. I think their heroes are stronger at level 1. They have more damage, it feels like. Trian, you can get Leech Seed, but Lion doesn't do a whole lot at level 1.
No, he doesn't. Unless you're going to line up a couple of heroes on a stun, that spell ends up not being the most effective. That is always one of my favorites, though, being able to get that efficient stun and harass out by lining up and baiting enemy heroes to try and, you know, double your damage basically for the same mana cost is always really good. Excited to see Fly as well on this Vengeful Spirit. But I'm eager to see how Shopify are going to try and get out of these lanes. I don't think they're going to be the most difficult ones, but you know, Shopify, a team that has found a lot of success, especially within their own region, just based off of coming out ahead in the lanes and then maintaining that lead throughout the early mid game and finding a win, right? Against opponents, especially like the #1 team out of a region, I'm not sure if that's always going to be as guaranteed a success. Let's see here. Nice double stun.
I mean, overall, I feel like they have pretty good lanes here. If you look at the bot lane, Gyro Bench, this is pretty standard stuff. You know, you have Wave of Terror with Flat Cannon, you trade very well with this lane, and Omni Knight and Lion. At level 1, you're not that scary, you know, against the Gyro Bench. The Gyro is going to be able to have a very, very easy first couple of waves here, for sure. And the top lane, you have some mini combos with the Bramble. When you get Spear, you can spear them through the Brambles, doing a lot of damage.
It's really good too as well because crit, one thing that's kind of annoying sometimes but very effective in this matchup against a Treant Protector, even though they've cut down most of his trees, that being said, is crit can effectively deny a lot of these tree crossings unless he wants to just eat a Bramble, right? That's something that's not going to be super sustainable.
I think it doesn't matter as much nowadays, you know, because if you're playing around Leech Seed to heal your carry, and then maybe you can consider getting the armor, he's going to get the Nature's Grasp, he wants to play aggressive. You can just stay back, don't play aggressive, just make sure you protect the carry. I think even without the tree walk, it's still fine. You know? I feel the lane is not that bad for Trian.
Well, grenade thrown at 23 spear as well. Doesn't find the tower. Around. Don't think that's enough damage. Just at level 1. First blood instead, Winter. It's down bottom. Arteezy is going to get the kill on Q. He did drag them pretty far away from the lane and also inadvertently stacked the camp, it seems. But a little bit of space created in a first blood for Arteezy. We'll see how much more difficult this lane becomes for Talon then, especially as they miss out on that stun.
Yeah, I mean, Jabs is not too upset about it. He has the wave in front of the tower, and Q is trying to if he connects this wave, it will be amazing for Omni Knight. So maybe the first blood isn't as bad, you know. Since he gets the wave in front of his tower, he's going to be able to farm a couple more, 1 to 2 waves more. And they're going to have to try to last hit the big creep. Yep, they got it.
Yeah, Arteezy got all 3 of them as well with the flat cannon. Really good move. I think I saw the blue, yeah, and he even pops the thanks. He's happy with that. Top lane, we see them going again aggressively here towards Saberlight and Crit. Crit needing to just be a little bit careful with his mana reserves, right? He's got a really good combo breaker here, although, yeah, he's going to be fine. He's got a good combo breaker here, but does rely on having actually the mana to cast that Bramble Maze to actually stop 23 and Ollie from just running down the Mars. We'll see how big of a difference that Lotus makes.
Ollie was able to get the Lotus, so that's gonna help. He immediately uses it on 23, so giving him a lot of his HP and mana back, and now he's gonna get the wave pulled. So perfect for Talon on the top lane. And on the mid lane, Arbet has been taking a lot of harass from Cyblade. I mean, this is a pretty normal thing to see in this matchup. Like Corp, you just want to try to break even with your Screen of Pain. Try not to play too aggressive. Control the runes, because you have blink when he skills it, so you're gonna be able to more or less get the runes and refill your bottle and play for an even game. And you have to be happy that the T is gonna farm a little bit more than you.
Yep. Not really much else you can do. The damage is kind of incomparable as well when you do have that refraction bonus damage. Ooh, you just gotta be careful not to die here, Abed. Did get within meld strike range.
Those mid players, man, they always make you uncomfortable.
One for the rune. We'll deny it. Unfortunately, gets his clarity denied as well here from Abed. So unless he gets this other water rune, he might just have to make a run back to base. And he doesn't have blink, so he's going to have to acquiesce that water rune over to Makoto. That'll refill his bottles.
Sure. I felt like he was considering taking the blink to get the rune.
Yeah.
And maybe he feels like staying in the wave denying creeps was more impactful for the laning phase right now.
Maybe he just wants to get his experience and kind of get out of this lane, right? He's got two skill points saved up.
You don't want to play the lane too long against TA. You want to just get your levels and then rotate with the runes, help the side lanes.
Right. I mean, either way, I think he knew he was going to have to run back. Even if he takes the point and blink and runs, he's still going to get, taking a ton of harass from Makoto because he just didn't have the mana, to be honest, to hit him with all his spells. So, I mean, you do the best you can with what is an unforgiving lane matchup here for the Queen of Pain. I think she does have really strong lanes to road into, particularly both supports. I think they easily facilitate some sort of gank here. Crit staying alive here. Does have some good brambles placed down, but Ollie's going to take the racing line through the trees. A little shortcut here. He will end up dropping. No blood grenade required. So finally, Talon gets something in this top lane to open it up.
Yeah, that was very much needed, for Razor. Razor hasn't been having a very good amount of CS. Mars is actually ahead. So I think my assessment of the lane is actually incorrect, I think I felt like initially Razor and Trian should have some advantage in this lane, but clearly not. The spear into the brambles is doing a lot in this lane.
I think it's just the fact that these two heroes, this Willow, this Mars, and perhaps the threat of that combo really prevents Stream Protector from popping off like we normally see him doing. Ollie still does have that second point in Leech Seed. I think the heal is just way too valuable, and that second value point is amazing. But I'm eager to see if he's going to decide to perhaps switch that up and
6 minute
power rune, a different skill build. Power rune does spawn down bottom. Makoto will bottle up the haste and Fly may just have to take a death here. Makoto, yeah, is just going to easily get the kill. Although Fly, nah, it's still a kill.
You died.
I mean, he tried to. I think it was a reasonable play. He tried to stun and steal the room, but just
certainly
was a little bit shy of it. And Mikoto did a good job holding on to the rune. He realized that he didn't have to use the haste to get the kill on the bench, and it's gonna be useful after this.
See where he wants to go with it. We're approaching the Wisdom Rune timings. Immediately after his death, I think I saw Fly start painting a line over the Dire area. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to reach that, given that he's now taken a death. I think Arteezy happy with his lane. Saberlight not too happy here, though, as he is slowed to a crawl, but should be able to make it out alive here. It's a lot of damage on that Leech Seed. My goodness.
Yeah, nobody likes to be alone as an offlaner against a Treant Protector. It's a nightmare.
That's when he'll move in.
I mean, the double bracelet is definitely helpful, allowing him to survive there. I think that's a very smart choice.
It's just mandatory here against very difficult lanes. I think Jabs is able to sustain through it just because he's got Purification and that point in Repel, allowing him to avoid a lot of damage. But I've seen so many offlaners, because of the strength of some of the fives, particularly in this meta, you are starting to see that double bracer really start to come back.
Yeah, and Omni Knight allows you to play a little bit more greedy, rush the Midas, because you have your own sustain. So I guess maybe that's also one of the reasons why the hero is starting to get picked now. He deals with a lot of the heavy physical carries right now. PA, Sven, Gyro.
Saberlight's going to try for this top lane. Arteezy through the Twin Gate, ganking here. There's 4 heroes as Fly joining the mix with that Wave of Terror from the side, providing a stun onto Ollie, but it's still Saberlight who dies underneath the tower. Ollie being focused down by Arteezy's homing missile, as they may even look for Q. It's a little deep, though, and that last little stun should be the end of this engagement. A favorable one here for Shopify, even if they do lose the Mars for the first time.
Perfect play by Arthur there. He pushes his own wave with the flag, clears it out, immediately goes to the Twin Gate, and his team is at the same time pushing the wave into the tower. So perfectly combined, they were able to get the kill there with that rotation, and just excellent moves here by Shopify.
Arthur. Yeah.
Yeah,
no big stacks for him being made quite yet, though. So even though he is to the triangle, his farm efficiency isn't going to be anything too crazy. He does have that casual Crystallis already, but without any stacks here, not too sad, but not too happy either.
The best farming item for Gyro.
Yeah.
And he has a Spark of Courage as well. Very, very good for farming.
Yeah, this build is just ridiculous on Gyro. First item, Crystallis. Yes, please. So his farm is going to start taking off. It does seed the lane to Jabs, who is going to be able to get his Hand of Midas online here, Winter. We'll see how he continues to scale into the game. Should see some action. I think this gank is heading top, as Shopify have smoked up as 2 Fly, taking Abed into this top lane. This is going to be the first little bit of activation for Queen of Pain, who otherwise has not really left this mid lane too much, other than to hit a couple of camps. Has level 6, though. 3 points in that Shadow Strike. A kill onto the Treant Protector should be fairly easy. That is, unless 23 is here. Abed did blink in for this engagement. Sonic Wave on back. Will they be able to break that static?
Omni's keeping
level 1. They are fighting this, though. In goes Saberlight. Does not have Arena of Blood quite yet. However, 23 fighting through this one. Does get off one last Plasma Field. Does significant damage here to the 4 Shopify heroes in the area. Makoto now teleporting in, and Q closing the door from behind, setting up for the kill onto Fly. It seems as if the cores will be able to survive, however, and Talon once again taking a bad trade in this top lane.
Yeah, losing the carry just to reclaim 2 support lives, definitely it doesn't feel good for you. And Abed finally, he gets a rune, he gets a shield rune. The previous couple of runes have been claimed by TA. She got haste
in a regen. So we're still missing a DD. What an Invis, I guess, could be a little bit of an action
Illusion
here. Yeah, Illusion's pretty good. Yeah, Illusion's pretty good.
Against the Treant. Can dispel the ulti when he gets.
I think it's disjoints as well. Magic missile disjoints, dispels any roots. It's probably a big one for Makoto, allowing him to actually fight early, especially if he is going to get this blink dagger soon. Needing to defend his mid.
Going for a more active build, Dragon Lance into the blink instead of trying to get a Desto to play for Roche. He realizes 23 is not having the best of time, so he needs someone to step up to the plate to make some space for him, and the blink is going to help his team a lot. So they're going to proceed with the smoke. Right now Q is level 6, so wants to get the Finger of Death charge right away. They're going to be heading to bot. So let's see if they actually use the Twin Gate to connect and bring one more hero, or they're just going to leave 3 heroes here.
Well, I think they're going to leave the tree top. Fly. He's going to get scouted here. Winter giving me no credit for that crappy joke, as Jabs collecting the kill, bringing the wagon onto that tier 1 tower. That tower should be going down. We'll see if Talon... Oh, it looks like they want to try and defend this. They have 23. Zaya the Storm's already ending. Jabs is here, though. Saberlight, biting off a bit more than he could chew, perhaps, is going to be able to TP away, however, as the Overgrowth already utilized and no other stuns in the area allows him to escape.
Yeah, they just wanted to defend the tower. When you're playing Treant, you want to defend your towers as long as possible so you can frustrate the enemy with the living armor, just healing the towers and wasting their time. So I think that was a really, really good move still for Talon, even though they didn't get the kill on Saberlight. The tower is alive, that's what matters. He's going to give 23 Savage a lot more room on the top area to farm. He feels safer, with the tier 1 tower up when you're jungling around that area.
The Yasha now finished as well.
Is going full greed. Midas boost of travel.
Wow. Yes. I mean, are we surprised by this thing? He did open up the tournament on a Naga Siren, which was basically just a carry build from the offlane.
Man, I don't know, man. I feel like the Razor and the TA could be hurting from this. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out, but I'm not a big fan of going so greedy this game for the Omni.
Do you think it's perhaps because the Razor... I mean, obviously he gets his items.
He changed his mind.
Okay. He went for the phase boots. There's also a couple of Shopify heroes here covered in the smoke, looking to try and get a kill or 2 perhaps in this bottom lane. I don't know if they know that the line is here.
They got a scan.
They did get a scan, so they know something's coming. Crit connecting on at least a little bit of a stun. The swap putting Q into a very bad spot as well. Surrounded by 4, he is going to die. See if Jabs makes it out alive. He did pop the repel a little bit early, so that magic or the homing missile is still going to stun him. Of course, it's debuff immunity now, not magic immunity, so he's just Still gonna have to eat that stun. Arteezy really wants this tower, making a bit of space for himself. They failed to get the tower top, and now mid lane, it's gonna be Saberlight who's finding an opportunity here, potentially on Makoto, spearing him all the way back to the tier 1 tower, where Crit has already the bedlam out, but a very good job from Jabs TPing in. He's gonna be able to pop that Guardian Angel to prevent the death on Makoto, and in fact, they put down Saberlight again here. Talon maybe thinking about now it's their opportunity to siege, especially with 23 in the vicinity. They are the ones now pushing a tier 1 tower.
I was surprised there wasn't more heroes, you know. I felt like the spear back was a pretty good move, but there was not enough heroes there. Just the 2 of them. They needed like at least 2 more heroes there. The TA with the living armor plus an illusion rune just made it too hard for Shopify to commit on that kill.
And it's going to be yet another tier 1 tower here for Talon, the second one only really. But Ollie getting to work on healing up these towers. 1-2-4 build now on the Treant Protector. So his living armor now maxed is going to be able to really start delaying these pushes. We'll see how Shopify respond to the lack of space that they have on the map. Saberlight unable to really open it up so far. Still 800 gold away from his Blink Dagger. I think his game, by far, one of the most difficult ones for Shopify. Pair that with Abed's difficult start just because of the Queen of Pain matchup. We'll see how Shopify will recover for this.
Yeah, I think Abed needs to try to help. Like, Saberlight has been paying the price. He's been TPing over. He's been trying to initiate even though he doesn't have Dagger, so that his other cores can farm. And I feel like it's about time that Abed has to take up some responsibilities for that.
This Blink Dagger from Makoto. Crit is going to tank the smoke. We'll see if Talon do their due diligence and check out the triangle, because there are some fat stacks here, and Arteezy is going to want these. In fact, he's TPing for them now. Makoto is going to be starting them up.
They have to defend it.
I don't know if he's going to get through these fast enough, though, to be honest with you. Swapped out, but Blink immediately from Makoto. Saberlight as well, closing the gap, has the Arena Blood, getting all 3. Overgrowth, though. Sonic Wave onto 3. All the AoE damage as well coming through. Shopify Rebellion, they take down the supports. Makoto, it might just be a second for him, as Saberlight will be able to get the right click on him. That's the gold he needs. That's the initiations that they were looking for. 23 is joining this fight. Finds at least the counter kill here on a Saberlight, who did buy out for that Blink Dagger, but he's got to get the hell out of here, Winter, and he's not going to be able to. Crit respawns, finds the Bramble Maze. Talon, they're going to lose 4 heroes for that move, and I don't really think they got even half of that stack.
Yeah,
like
they
that
definitely underestimated Shopify. That was like a huge arena on 3 heroes, and the Sonic Wave was perfect, pushing the heroes into the arena, doing even more damage there. Just perfect execution there from Shopify. It all started with a swap on the TA, and the TA was quick enough to blink away, and I felt like Talon was thinking about still taking the fight, but Mars came in on the side with a huge arena that sealed their fate.
Yeah, Shopify defend the stacks. And Arteezy is going to be very thankful for that now, as he's going to complete farming them, and now is only 600 gold away. Winter finishing up his
where you give your team some tax gifts, you know, after you're defending your stack as a carry.
Yeah. Finally, Shopify taking down the tier 1 tower. You can see how big of a difference this living armor makes. 10 bonus armor to a structure is no joke. The heal is certainly really good, but that's where that really ends up making a difference here. Ollie will actually get speared. They know that he's here, actually, because of the effect. They were just kind of farming here. Jabs in the vicinity, trying to make his way on over to Ollie to defend him. Arena of Blood will come out. It's going to be completely immune to damage now with the GA, as Ollie can actually walk through that spear wall. Finger of Death onto Crit. He is going to die here eventually, but they are not going to give the stack over to Q. He died a little bit too late for that bonus damage.
That wasn't so bad for Shopify. They got out with one death. The other 2 heroes were able to TP out, Fly TP'd out, and Saberlight was able to use the Twin Gate to get to top. Could have been worse.
This is a super awkward fight to start there.
Yeah, they didn't expect so many heroes around the area. They wanted to just go for a pick-off on the train, and then all of a sudden there's an Omni, there's more heroes coming in.
What are we looking for here? The GA. Ollie walking through the arena walls because he does have Repel on, so he's able to get through there.
Yeah, so 23 also has a BKB now, so he's fairly strong.
Yeah, Makoto
they should be looking to take a fight with the Deso for sure, or at least try to get Roche. Deso and BKB on Razor.
Exactly, and now a Blink Dagger on the line, which we saw in that last fight. Tree Shard, and Omni Knight has his full Echo Saber online. So they are coming along pretty nicely for their items here. Hammer of Purity Shard as well in the quick buy. So Talon, you know, they're keeping pace with the farm. Arteezy now, especially with Ag Scepter, he is going to start really taking off here. But Talon have done a great job of keeping up. I think other than Solar Crest soon to be completed for Fly and the Kaya for Abed, the next big item, I believe, is going to be Abed's Ag Scepter, which is still about 1,500 away.
This Solar is going to be huge for the Gyro, for sure. Like if they get a good fight, get a Roche as well. 23 has BKB, so he might be okay if he reacts.
Yeah, that's true. And he's in the Mighty Mines. He's got that 7 HP regen, so he might have probably...
The Mighty Mines.
The Mighty Mines. Do you know the creeps get the Mighty Mines here as well? I only thought it was for heroes.
Everybody gets it.
Everybody gets the Mighty Mines buff.
So he has the Radiant advantage, the 15 to 20 minute rush on top. I mean, I think Talon knows. They're smoking.
They do. Yep, they do. Let's see if they can delay this.
There's no ward on the Twin Gate. Mikoto has what, double damage? Yeah, he has double damage.
Oh, this could be big. They do not have GA for 15 seconds though.
That's BKB double damage.
This could be a big Deso DD. That's all they need, along with the good overgrowth here, as Talon will be able to at least recapture the Watcher. There's a ward here from Shopify Rebellion. Roche is going to be moving as well in 20 seconds. The DD rune is popped. Talon, they're going to want to try and take this fight down bottom. They believe that Shopify cannot take the Roche. I think they're right about that. And
they're setting up with traps, and they're just moving around the area with wards as well. Sentry. And Trian, by the way, has the shards, so he's going to be very, very annoying from now on.
And check out, by the way, real quick, while we're waiting for Roche to come through that gate, Ollie's got a beautiful ward right next to the outpost. So they have got really good intel over this area. I love this ward. It's so good at this stage of the game.
Yeah, I don't think Shopify can actually contest right now, and they're doing the right thing, you know. They're just going for the Tormentor. At least they're trading something, you know, and they're getting a pretty useful shot on the bench. The bouncing stun, the double stun, whatever you call it.
Did get nerfed recently, thankfully, but it is still really good, if only for how annoying it is. Just kind of standing what you think is a safe distance away from the Venge as a support to not get swapped or magic missiled, and then you just get magic missiled anyway.
Yeah. I mean, against the Aegis right now, Shopify might want to chill for a couple of minutes until the Aegis is out. Talon definitely hitting their timings with the TA Deso. Omni Knight with his... well, he's going Blink next? I felt like he was going to finish the Harpoon.
Me too.
But no, he just wants to get Blink. I think he feels like it's hard for him to save whoever gets flopped because the distance is too far for him to catch up. That's why he wants to get a Blink for that.
It's true. One change, of course, to this Repel rename and adjust skill adjustment, basically, that I didn't consider is the fact that he can use that to enable his team to get through arena walls. So that's pretty big for himself as well. It's okay.
He's not going to get it.
No, he didn't get it that time. That's totally fine. It happens. You know,
23 was like so chill. He didn't even pop his
he finished farming the wave. He's got a freaking homing missile on him now. He's good to go.
Yep, and who's going to get the
Tormentor? Yes, he can. Okay,
I mean, it's TA. Who are you kidding? TA is the best Tormentor killer. You get the double melt strike on it. Like, minus armor works really well on the Tormentor.
That's true. Minus armor. I mean, I think we've seen it all quite a few times. So any minus armor, like a Solar Crest with an enchant totem hit on that Tormentor, and that thing just dies like it's made of paper mache. So it's, I believe it was the Lion getting his shard there, which is a pretty nice one, honestly, this game.
It's okay. I mean, that's your bench drop, so it could still mean that you're gonna die. But
that's true.
It's a nice shot anyway.
That's true.
It does get cancelled as well. Yeah, I like it that Oli actually just bought the shard, you know. I think on this hero and Phoenix maybe, because the shard is so valuable that I feel like you should just buy it, you know, instead of just try to bank on the 50-50.
Would you put Grimstroke into that category as well? Just buy the shard?
Yes. Yeah, Grimstroke. Okay. Grimstroke is a pretty huge shard. Some games it can be even much more valuable against like a lot of like lockdown, like Raws that you can dispel.
Well, it's not a shard, but it is an Ags that Abed is keen to show off to Talon Esports here. Paired with Arteezy's brand new Manta
Aegis
style,
is
they
still
feel...
2 minutes though, Richie.
I know, that's what I was going to say. They feel like they can still fight into this Aegis, and with the swap, ooh, they didn't really communicate that jump, but it might be still good enough. 23 is falling real fast. It is going to die, actually. The Omni Knight not in the area, couldn't get the repel off in time, by the looks of things, nor the Guardian Angel. A kill onto 23 Savage here as Shopify Rebellion. Look, it's this ward that's they're standing on right now, really making the difference, finding them the vision, and allowing them to win the fight. Really good usage there.
I mean, Talon still feels like they want to go. Aegis is still there. They feel like Shopify used up a lot of their spells, the Sonic Wave especially, so they are confident enough to push for the tower, and yeah, rightfully so. I mean, they have to be careful, you know, like if they lose 1 or 2 more fights like this, the Gyro is gonna reach a stage where I feel like he's just gonna eventually dish out too much damage that you can't really deal with, you know. If the Omni Knight is not there, people are just gonna die.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's tough, right? Because even just a little bit out of position, farming a camp, you know, just a couple screens away, and he's unable to reach in time. 23 just dies that fast, even through the BKB. Just honestly, I mean, even with the 17 armor wins, he's just not that tanky. They've got a couple of ways to reduce that.
I'm wondering if they're gonna get a nullifier for the Omni Knight's ulti later, you know, on the, I mean, it's not the best item on Gyro, but I wonder if they're gonna have to get it on someone to deal with it. I mean, right now it feels like they're still managing, but eventually I think they have to consider it. No jabs, please. Oh, they see him.
Yeah, but the Zero's coming through the Twin Gate here for Talon, so I think this is not going to be as strong as a position that Shopify may think it is, especially with the Aegis still, you know, 20 seconds left, but it ends up respawning you as good as it does when it has 1 second duration, as it does when it's still fresh.
Yeah, I think Shopify wants to wait out the Aegis and get this butterfly on auto. I think this is going to be a huge spike. Nobody's going to be able to get a MKB in time. Oh, T is actually killing one. He's halfway there. But there might be a small window that you have butterfly on Gyro for 1 minute or 2 minutes before the TA has the MKB. And that's what Shopify is going to try to abuse the butterfly. But solo crested Gyro seems like I don't think he can die in the fight.
You said TA? Because I think Makoto's just gone for the Shadow Blade now, right? Yeah, so he's going Daedalus. Sorry, Crystallis into the Silver Edge.
Oh
instead.
No, he changed his mind.
Yeah. So that's going to be perhaps a bigger window now that Shopify have to try and take over this game.
Wait, why would he change his mind? I mean, he saw the Eagle song.
Good question, honestly. I mean, he's going to see the butterfly now and perhaps even regret this decision a bit further. I think even though there's still no BKB on Arteezy, they do kind of lack the magic damage to get through him. He's got 3,000 HP, this Gyrocopter. Where's he getting all these stats from? Ags, Manta, I guess?
And stats.
And yeah, oh, that's right. He's leveling stats. Yeah.
5 stats.
Plus the talent.
And the apple, the pupil's gift.
The pupil's gifts, yeah. It's a lot of stats, really. Wow. Yeah, fair enough.
Very, very tanky Gyro. I mean, this is why this hero is so difficult to bring. All your items make you so much more tanky, and it gives you a lot of damage at the same time. And Jabs is going to run into his death.
Yeah, that's just some solid warding out from Fly. As,
I mean, Jabs
has that one for a kill.
He has been really struggling to make an impact, you know, this game.
I don't know what that move though was from Talon. Talon were like, we're gonna kill the ward over here. 23 haphazardly walks over.
I think he wanted to go top to clear one wave, and then maybe TP to his team. Okay. After that, you know, that was what I felt like maybe he was trying to do. And then there was the observer on the high ground, so he was under vision the whole time, and he just didn't know. And it's easy kill for Shopify, and they're gonna take advantage of it. They're gonna get a tower here. Tier 2 tower to open up even more on the top side of the map.
This Talon lineup, you know, their team fight, I think, is heavily based on their strength of counter initiation. Perhaps not on fights, and for that reason, they haven't really looked for many. To be fair, you know, Shopify have done a great job reading the map, reacting, and you know, playing the other side as when appropriate. But now that, you know, this Gyro has his butterfly, that he's got above 3,000 HP. He's going to hit this 20 talent as well for 3 more flat cannon attacks, which is going to be really painful in these team fights. I just don't... When is Talon... When is their time? When is it go time here?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay,
I feel like their heroes need to claim a position and stand their ground and fight and allow the Omni Knight to do his thing. You know, if the fight is too scattered, everybody is like running around weird places, then it's very difficult for the Omni Knight to do his thing to
it's gonna be
heroes.
Dangerous, Winter. There's a ward here, so Talon fight here. They're gonna fight underneath this ward. It is gonna be Saberlight left high and dry though, as Shopify will abandon him, allowing Talon to reclaim control over their jungle.
Right, if Shopify they were like ready there with 5 heroes, I mean the Omni Knight was not gonna be able to connect. But lucky for them, that's a good pickoff. So they're gonna be able to maybe push us some ways. Roche is gonna be up in 2.5 minutes, so no Roshan right now for Talon. But they should be able to plan ahead. It's gonna be 30 minutes, so Roche is gonna be a bot. Maybe play some wards on the bottom area, traps, sentries, observer, try to set up for that.
Arteezy is going to need a BKB, and that is because of a lovely little change that really nerfed the hell out of this item. I don't know why, but you see this Heaven's Halberd about to be finished off by Jabs. Very good item against ranged heroes, of course, such as this Gyrocopter. However, as of 7:34, no longer applies the disarm if you BKB after, basically. I'm not sure why they made that change, because this has been a mechanic since forever, as long as I'm aware.
It's the dawn of time,
right? You know, it did always feel stupid. Like, you got disarmed by Heaven's Halberd, you would BKB and you still couldn't attack. Like, fair enough, but it felt so core to me for so long, Winter, that to change it now, well, we'll see, right?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid your story has to stop. They're gonna smoke the fight to Roche right now.
That's right. And Makoto's going to have some difficulties with that as well, because Saberlight has also bought himself a halberd. So still obviously a valuable item.
Oh, nice.
Pros are still building it, but indeed, good scan out from Talon. Maybe going to make this fight a bit more difficult.
Yeah, they try to go for the rune first. Check if they get some random ass double damage. On the gyro.
Up in a minute, and Shopify really doing a good job of swooping across the map. I'm not sure if they've seen that courier we had fetched an item near the Lotus pool. They're going to be looking for it though. Ollie dusted up. It's going to be slowed for a good remainder of the fight, but it's going to be Jabs. They got Jabs again here. Feared up into the homing missile. He goes down. A nice 2-man stun out from Q, but what is this really going to turn into? Because 23 already on the retreat. Sonic Wave catching Ollie here as well. Still has an overgrowth. Will be forced to use it, trying to allow the rest of this team to retreat behind him. But Talon, 23 barely making out alive. Oh my goodness. Maybe even saved there by this dandelion amulet, honestly. Holy.
Yeah, the magic block probably saved his life there, but Shopify says, get out of our map. This is our side. This is our Roshan. You have no claim on it, Talon. Go home.
It's just not coming together. Jabs has not been able to stand in front of these team fights. 23 cannot stand in these fights without,
Jabs cannot get caught first. Like, I feel like if he's caught, the fight is just literally over. There's nothing else they can do, He needs to stay behind and cast his spells to keep the Razor and TA alive, And at this point right now, it hasn't really happened a lot. Like, he needs to buck up and get his spells correctly in the fights, Otherwise, the Razor and the TA, they're going to be very helpless in the fights.
But who can Shopify initiate on, quote unquote, such that Talon win a fight? Like, who do they go on? Because it seems like they kill Razor just too fast. Or is that only because Jabs isn't in there? No, but we're saying they can't initiate on Omni because he's just dying, right? I guess he can't get caught out.
Yeah, he can't get. If he doesn't get caught out, then I think they should just wait. And wait for the right opportunity. Right now you have Aegis on the gyro. You park him up in front of the tower and just hit the tower with the solar. And you just wait.
Nice stun. That's going to be a kill onto crit, burning a bit of the duration off of this Aegis.
The second stack of Finger of Death.
Yes, indeed. Abed dying to the Tormentor. Okay.
What?
I've seen that a surprising amount of times. Sorry, make that Fly dying to the Tormentor. Not Abed.
Fly. I was so confused when you said Abed dying to the. I was like, huh?
Yeah. I was even more confused. I was like,
he got the shard.
He got the shard. Yep. And does Fly even has his?
Yep.
Okay, he does.
He got his. He got his shard before the previous Tormentor, but unfortunate series of events here for Fly. But Arteezy still has the Aegis for another 4 minutes, and he's deciding to finish his items up with a final BKB. So that's gonna give him an answer to the Halberd. You have a Dispel against the Treant Protector's Overgrowth. and gives you a way to run into the team fights without worrying about the Lion disables.
Okay, they've got this static link shard as well, which did receive some changes. Wow, these like little slows and vacuum effects now on heroes with the slow resistance.
That's the same like what the EMP shard.
Yeah.
Pulling people.
They haven't added any place to where you can easily see what the slow resist is on any of these heroes, I guess.
Oh yeah, we don't really talk a lot about it. You know, when you get what Rocket Barrage or what Sven has the slow resist on Ghost Rank.
Yeah. The Golem is like slow immune or some garbage. There's always like all these really weird ones, right? But they don't really talk about them, and mostly because it's so hard to know. You just have to kind of find it. It should just show up in the stats under defense. This is an awkward place to be standing. There's a gem. They see RTZ. They saw RTZ there. Stone Cold, yes, just Aegis. Looking at him.
Aegis RTZ. It's not RTZ without Aegis. Think twice before you touch the man.
Javcher's tied up on Saberlight as well as he's doing his due diligence, checking for wards on cliffs. It's a DD though for Makoto. Talon would love to find a fight here if they could. But again, with that DD into this butterfly, again, still no MKB for Makoto here. And without buyback Winter.
Yeah, they both don't have... Okay, I guess Razor, you don't really need it that much. I'm not sure, but I'm surprised that the TA doesn't have one.
See that living armor really making a difference as well. Razor, all that physical resist. Plasma Field Slow does barely nick this Gyro.
I mean, this Gyro just feels like he's unkillable with the Solar Crest and the bench behind. This Butterfly is way too powerful.
That's just Bing chilling on the cliff behind.
Yeah.
Showing RTZ how it's done. Just blink down, dude.
Behind the CEO, you know? Don't you ever run in front. The CEO is going to be mad, you know? Just behind, buff him up, make him happy, keep him hydrated.
He's got to be the first one to sit down in his chair at the head of the table. Don't sit there. Oh, there they go. Solar Crest, tier 3 tower, taking a lot of damage, living armor or not. You can see this Treant Protector really struggling to try and heal that back up. Makoto able to, you know, at least equalize here for Wisdom Runes on the opposite side of the map. As he does find a haste rune. He's going to force maybe ATP here. Because there's a double wagon wave approaching with the wave pushing under tower. But for now, action is going to be up onto the high ground. We're 23, really making good use of the Dandelion Amulet, able to avoid a lot of damage. Where is Jabs, though? He is farming. Now he's back. Makoto's still not here, though, as the Fortify is going to be forced out from Talon. Really? I mean, are they going to trade a tier 2 for this? Makoto has now the 2 wagons hitting that tier 2 tower.
I mean, Gyro has Aegis for another 40 seconds. They want to try to wait it out.
Oh, maybe they would just be able to do that. Or Jab's going to jump in. There goes the Aegis. They've deleted him. 23, though, has been caught.
Nice
stunned up. He might just be dead. No save for him as the Guardian Angel not in time. And I believe he was out of range. Q to make that Ollie, trying his best to counter initiate here. But they've just opened this up for Shopify Rebellion. 3 dead already. No buyback here on 23. Rakoto's got the buyback, but might just have to use it here as he's going to end up getting caught as well. What was that?
I mean, the arena, he got the spear into arena combo instantly. That didn't allow him to get his BKB off. I mean, what a play by Saberlight, the chat, you know.
He just, the homing missed out to set that up. Bramble Maze, homing missed out. 23 not wanting to pop BKB for that.
I mean, they're trying to end the game.
And you're done. And they are trying to end the game. No 23 Savage. Few ultis remaining here for the side of Talon. We'll see what they can get done here as they're going to spear back Jabs in some serious trouble. No spells to use here. He will go down. Buyback immediately. That's 4 buybacks now out from Talon.
He's in trouble.
They've got a Gem of True Sight dying underneath these tier 4 towers. Shopify Rebellion tanking as much as they can. Nice little mana drain from Q. Will slow them momentarily, but he's going to be swapped into his death here as it's Abed who picks it up. RTZ just focusing onto these structures, wants to find this last little win here in the group stage, but will be forced back by the respawn timer here of the Razor. That is some heavy losses here for Talon Esports.
Yeah, that was a very, very costly defense there. What, how many buybacks? 2 buybacks?
4
buybacks? Holy shit.
4 buybacks.
I mean, they have to try to, I don't know, they need to make a play with this, you know. When everybody's up, try to smoke out. I mean, this is such a bad fight, you know, it crippled the whole game. As Gyro, like I said, you know, with this Butterfly and Solar Quest behind him, he just feels like he can't die in the team fights.
Yeah, and he's got ninja gear. T was going on about how he feels like this item's broken.
Ninja Gear? Yeah. Ninja Gear's
Unlimited.
Ninja Gear's a little bit too OP.
Unlimited smoke.
Everybody goes for it.
And here they go. Yep, they got vision on 23. Nice job using the Mantis die at least to avoid death for now. Fly, he's fishing here, looking for a swap. If you get a break here onto Arteezy, out comes the link. It was reflected though, so 23, he's not getting any damage, and he's just gonna go down. They killed Ollie before he can even overgrowth. That has to be it here, Talon. They're gonna lose their fourth hero now, or third, without buyback, as Makoto swapped in aggressively by Fly. GG, well played is called. We'll see if they get any more in the fountain as Q dies as collateral. But it is Shopify continuing their streak of dominance as they effectively and literally